Today we're at the national finals of the Eskom Expo for Young Scientists, which is by far the coolest and most buzzing hotspot for young scientists from across the country to showcase their best projects. Could we have the next Einstein among us? Let's go find out.
More than 10,000 learners participated in the Expo this year alone. Learners may work alone or in groups of 2 investigating a topic from one of 25 different categories.
Today is the international finals for the Eskom Expo for Young Scientists. We bring together 28 regions from within South Africa of the best projects at school level. And we've also invited a number of African countries, and we even have Mexico participating at this year's finals.
The future of science and technology in our country and in the world rests with these young people. These are the young engineers of the future, the researchers, the scientists, the Einsteins, etc. But they have to start somewhere. And this gives a real opportunity for young learners to apply their minds creatively, to come up with new ideas, new concepts, and to do research while they're doing it. And so these projects, in fact, are mind-blowing. They are extraordinary.
The future's built on winning ideas, and here ideas are taken seriously. This is a significant opportunity for young scientists. 566 projects made it to the final event. Howick High School in KwaZulu-Natal produced an exciting entry that could keep us moving into the future.
Tave, your project looks pretty awesome. What's it about?
Well, maglev is short for magnetic levitation, and magnetic levitation is where you use magnets with the same polarity to levitate objects. So, for example, with my train, the poles of the magnets on the bottom of my train is the same as the poles on the top of the magnets on the track. And because they're the same poles, they levitate, which makes it look like the train's floating.
This expo is a stepping stone for more great things for dynamic young minds.
From here, the kids have an opportunity to participate in the Intel Science Expo in the US. Last year we had great success. Over and above that, we're going to build their careers. We're going to provide bursaries, and we're going to make sure that the future Eskimites comes out of these youngsters.
The Renewable Energy category attracted a lot of attention, with 2 grade 11 learners from Dlangezwa High in KwaZulu-Natal leading the way.
We've seen that so many ways have been tried to conserve electricity. We've decided to come up with the load shedding meter, which will regulate the supply of electricity in an efficient and sufficient way during the peak hour.
The team from Horizon International High School in Gauteng found science brings opportunities for social entrepreneurship, empowering individuals and communities.
We use a solar panel to charge 2 12-volt batteries, which then charge 8 outlets. So it's renewable energy, and it's very cost effective, very cheap to use.
Where we got the idea from was when you see people striking like on television for better service delivery, striking for electricity, but at the same time in the background you see people with cell phones. So you wonder how they charge. However, with this one, all you need to do is to leave it for maybe 4 hours out in the sun, and it lasts for 12 hours. And in that way you can make a business out of it in the community, and people pay to charge their phones, and others charging to charge.
2 grade 9 pupils from Kingswood College in Grahamstown came up with the idea of training bees to sting rhino poachers.
Our project's about training honeybees to search for the smell of rhino horn. So how we would do that is we would get a bee and we would put it in a tube, and then the head would just stick out the front, and then we would spray the smell of the rhino horn, or we used kudu horn as a substitute because our permit's still coming through, and we'd spray the smell on the bee and then give them a drop of sugar water, and they would link the 2 together, so every time they smell the smell of kudu horn, they'll stick out their tongue waiting for sugar water.
We also want to test how long the bees can actually remember the smells for, and we also want to see if we can test it in real life situations.
This is really an investment into South Africa's future, particularly around technology development. And I must say I'm very encouraged with what I've seen today, and our future is in absolute safe hands with these youngsters that we have here today.
The Expo proved the words of writer Ray Bradbury to be true. The best scientists are open to new experiences and know that anything is possible.